Yeah, it's your boy Polo the Swag King, and welcome to another episode of Polo's POV. If you thought about it, we probably go talk about it. Life, love, and all the above. And now that you know what type of party it is, let me stop with all the shucking and jiving and come on with the come on. Man, how y'all doing? I know I done let you down for a few weeks, but I'm back. Back like I never left. You already know how I like to get into it. Man, I like to jump right on in the thing. We got Christmas coming up. Man, I think I work out tomorrow on my job. We gonna have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh man, my liver go catch hell, y'all. But now I'm just talking shit, man. I'm really trying to be more conscious and more aware of my drinking. And some people drink, some people drink. You feel what I'm saying? But don't worry about me and my issues. We gonna work that out. That's between me and the Lord. You feel me? But man, let's talk about North Carolina. And some dude done shot up the power grid, leaving about 39,000 people out of power. And 9 times out of 10, it was probably them 39,000 was probably one of his houses. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck does this? Like, what is wrong with us? But then on the flip side of it, man, it made me think. Like, I don't think no average civilian just think about the power grid type deal. You know what I'm saying? To me, that might be some strategic, I don't know for what, but your average civilian ain't just sitting there thinking about, oh, let me go knock out the power to 39,000 people, let their food spoil, and they ain't got no heat, and it's cold in the motherfucker. But I don't know about that, y'all. But that's just some crazy shit. Oh, check this one out. Oh, man. They say 5 more women accused Bill Cosby of sexual assault. Come on, Bill. Now, I got some guys at work, they call each other Bill all the time. Everybody Bill, you know what I'm saying? And I try to tell them, man, that Bill shit really ain't cool, because I didn't even think about Bill Cosby. I was thinking about that blues song. And Bill, she said, I was worried by Sue, Sally, and Jane. But all the time it was Bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bill doesn't like when your old man on the down low, you know what I'm talking about? But I don't know, but this Bill right here, this the famous man who ran the Cosby Show, and a lot of comedians looked up to him. He broke boundaries in the comedic world. But I don't know, he going back to jail or what? But I know 5 more done accused him of it, and I don't know, at this point, man, you know, I ain't saying he don't need to be punished for his crime if he guilty, because that's another thing. You already know how I feel. This Polo's POV now. This don't represent nobody but me. Like, when you talking and you don't know he guilty or not, you just hearing the headlines. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm a firm believer in doing your own research, doing your own investigation. Figure it out for yourself or your own opinion. But don't let something on the internet just flash by, or as they call clickbait. Don't let nobody make your mind up for you. Like, people read something on the internet, it's automatically got to be true. Some of these people just put shit out there just to get your likes and your clicks and your attention. But in his case, I hope this one ain't true. But anyways, hold on, man. We got some more drama. And man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a big fan, but you gotta respect the Teflon Don, the Orange Bandit, the toupee that won't give in. The Trump organization loses a civil suit for over $1 million. They got to pay back money saying they misrepresented the funds. I mean, this motherfucker the only nigga out there. Trump a motherfucker. You know, hate him or love him. Man, I'm a fan. Man, Trump is very entertaining. I think he's in the wrong line of work. He need to get out of politics, get him a reality show or some kind of... I'm talking about, man, this dude a whole character. You know what I'm saying? Hate him or love him. He very entertaining. I mean, he the only motherfucker I know can take top secret documents out the White House and go to court and be like, what'd I do wrong? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker tough, bro. And but his organization, and then you know he gonna say, well, that's my organization, it's ran by other people, it ain't got nothing to do with me. So he just gonna shed that off. But his organization is ordered to pay back some money. And speaking of him, I think they moving forward. They're gonna move forward in investigating what he did and didn't know on January 6th too. But at this point, man, good luck. Because I ain't gonna lie, at first I'm like, man, that motherfucker going to jail. But get what? He ain't in jail yet. And he got some bad ass lawyers. But here's the thing I know about lawyers. Them the real winners. And I don't give a damn how much money, how much influence you got. You paying these motherfucking lawyers $150,000 an hour, man, shit. Eventually you gonna go broke. You better ask R. Kelly. His whole lawyer team left his ass. And then they don't want to be associated because whether you win the case or lose the case, now they associated with the case and they gonna get no more cases depending on how somebody feel about the case they won or lost for you. If you feel what I'm saying, you better listen. Polo trying to tell you something now. It's a dirty world. It's a dirty game. But we can get clean. That's what I said, Polo. It's a dirty world. It's a dirty game. But we can get clean. But anyway, moving right along onto some shout out to Los Angeles. I'm supposed to be visiting California in a little bit. I got 2-3 trips lined up. I got to get them out the way first. But California, I want to give a shout out to California because they elected Karen Bass as the first black mayor of L.A. You know what I'm saying? And she claims she gonna clean up the homelessness and all that. But I'm tell you what is most impressive about this. Not only is she the first black female, I'm sorry, I said black mayor. She the first black female mayor, but she beat out old Russo. And Russo spent like $108 million on his campaign because he got that bread. He spent $108 million and still lost. She spent about $9 million and won. And that's why it's the power of the vote. And that's when, don't get me wrong, I wasn't always a good guy, but I gave my charges back to the state, got my voter registration card. Next election, I'm going to vote. Because they got people mind thinking, especially blacks and minority. And if you don't know that, I'm talking about black, Hispanic, minority. They got you thinking your vote don't count, your vote don't matter, and then they end up putting somebody in these seats that ain't got your best interest in mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why Lil Ray got 20 years for a blunt. You know what I'm saying? That's why your cousin, Lil Durrell, the first name came to my head. That's why Lil Durrell got 30 years for a crack ride. He wasn't even no dealer. He was a smoker. You know what I'm saying? He don't pose no threat. The worst you got to worry about him is stealing your TV or some shit. He ain't trying to hurt nobody. But that's why you get these unbelievable sentences and stuff, because you got the wrong people in office and they ain't got your best interest in mind. And keep in mind, the penitentiary is one of the biggest hustles. As long as it's occupied, it keep making money. So who you go? We like a minority, and I think we like 5% of the population, but it's like 85% black in prison. You think about that. Things that make you go, But anyway, speaking on elections and winning, old Raphael Warnock, you know, he got the senator of Georgia. I see, these things we need to keep up with. These things we need to know. And he knocked off he was the football, old Herschel Walker. And man, all he was a decoy just to try to swerve the vote, in my opinion. Now, let me say that, in my opinion, because like I said, if it's just coming out of my mouth, do your own research. But this motherfucker wasn't qualified at all. Warnock, this is the church Dr. Martin Luther King went to. He done stood in the civil rights movement. He been doing this. Like, to me, it should have been a landslide in Warnock's favor, just my opinion. But they throw this motherfucker half-slave field. He still think we picking cotton, nigga up. Yeah, he a nigga. Okay, he an ignorant motherfucker. They throw him in the race just to try to derail Warnock. Because I'm pretty sure they could have found a better candidate, but they went by his skin color, and that might have fooled a couple people. But all you had to do is just sit there. I watched one interview. This motherfucker was trying to say the election. He said, now this election of our, I said, oh God, and this is your candidate. Like, you didn't even have to campaign against him. But it was a close race. They had to go to a runoff. It was a close race. And I think in Georgia, the way it works, if you don't win by like a certain percent, you got to go do a runoff, you know, to make sure it's right. So, and this is all information that you might want to know, or really you might need to know. But we just don't put ourselves in the positions to know these things because we think it don't matter, but it do matter. That's how Karen Bass won mayor of L.A. with $9 million, going against millionaire that done spent $108 million. Power of the vote. The people put who they want, who they feel like had their best interest in mind. Anyway, moving right along speaking while I'm on power of the vote and you got to know what's going on around you. Me personally, I just found out they had a Spanish general, and he actually donated 1,000 guns to George Washington to fight in the French and American War. I think it's Heleso, something like that. And my Spanish ain't that good, even though I've been studying, it ain't that good. And he also he was a Spanish general. He donated guns to George Washington. And he also had an army of 3,000 people, and or troops, and it was slaves, Indians, and Spanish people. And I brought all that up to say this. This is the stuff you won't see in your history books. This is stuff they don't teach. Because, George Washington, he was a great American. That's what I was taught in school. But you'll never hear about this Spanish guy, these escaped slaves, and these Spanish people that really helped us win. The Spanish guy loaned George Washington guns, y'all, 1,000 of them. You feel me? Come on now. But you won't hear about this. And my question is, why is it like that? The black people helped build America. We Spanish people done had they say in it too. But when it comes to the history books and what's said and what's taught, we like the minority. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you got to do your own history and your own thing. But I do have a theory. You can't keep people down if they know how strong they are. Like if a person think they can, let's say you got your foot on somebody's neck. If that person feel like I can't get up, they might just let you sit there with your foot on their neck. But now if that person thought, I'm going to put an ankle lock on them, do some UFC shit, get up off this ground and then flip it around on them. You see where I'm going with that? It might be some shit like that as far as why Spanish blacks had a significant role in American history, but it's not taught and it's not spoken about. Well, moving right along. Now, okay. And this is my podcast. I say what I want. You mind if I say what I want? Okay, now this some nigga shit right here. Okay. I was listening to this song the other day. I ain't gonna say the rapper. But this was one of his lyrics. He said, I got a 12-year-old pulling kick dough. And I'm like, for the people that don't know what I'm talking about, a kick dough, that's basically a home invasion. You kick dough in, run in, do whatever you gotta do. But a 12-year-old, and you saying it in a rap song like that's something to brag about, like that's something to be proud of. Well, nigga, no, it ain't. No, you supposed to be teaching, man, we had to do this in the street. And I can understand the difference between somebody that had to and somebody that just do the shit to be doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't got no other option, it's always an option. And I can understand environment issues. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I ain't been in I ain't grow up with nothing available, no resources or nothing. So, I can't really speak on that. I can kind of understand that. You know what I'm saying? But we talking like a 12-year-old. This is a child. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach him no better. Or if anything, you pull the kick though, get whatever you got to get, go break him off. Tell him take his ass to school. It might be a shitty school, but tell him take his ass to school. Because here's the flip side of that. What if he run his 12-year-old ass up in there, and then somebody shoot the shit out of him? You see what I'm saying? Because he's still a home invader, whether he's 12 or not. But I don't know that. And that's the mindset of our younger generation. And I don't know why it's like that. I don't know if it's the music or the mentality, I don't know. But it's like, we just so violent. It's like, ain't no fighting no more. You can't disagree with nobody no more. Like, I tell them motherfucker they right. Now, in my head, I know they wrong. I just tell them they right because I don't want to argue with them. You argue, that leads to fights. Fights leads to other shit. So, the smart play, yeah, man, but they don't do that no more. And then it ain't no, I'm mad at you, I ain't talking to you no more, or I don't fuck with you no more. It's, I'm finna get a gun and shoot your ass. Or I gotta kill you, or you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It's all about guns and weapons now. You know what I'm saying? And then the sad part is, half of these motherfuckers that's talking about that shit really ain't doing it. Like, I will call his name. That motherfucker 21 Savage, that half his motherfucking lyrics about spinning the block, pulling the case, shooting the motherfucker. Then he get on social media, we gotta stop the gun violence. I mean, come on, bro. What side of the fence you on? And then if you want to stop the fucking gun violence, stop rapping about fucking gun violence. And I will call his fucking name. Y'all can go, ooh, I got a little heated about that. Little heated. But moving right along. Let me switch gears a little bit. They done got me upset, y'all. They done got me upset. Let me switch gears real fast. I want to talk about a company using AI to recreate voices and singers. So you can listen to dead people. They can make, let's say, off the top of my head, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, I don't know a lot of dead singers, but and rappers. But here's the thing about that. I brought this up for this simple fact. I ain't gonna lie. I just got me a VR set, and man, I watched the Biggie Smalls concert just the other night, and that bitch was amazing. Like it was, you really couldn't even tell it wasn't him. They had the suit on him, the chain. He came up out the floor, y'all. I'm telling you, I was sitting here watching this. It was in and I'm Lotto. That's the one saying that big energy song, big energy. And I might let you try it after Hennessy. That chick right there, she was in Nardo Week. It was like a whole concert, really. And Biggie Smalls was the closer or whatever. But some people say they don't like it because it'll take away from like the estate or the intellectual property of the singer or rapper. But now, me personally, I don't know, because that Biggie Smalls show was good. I ain't never seen Biggie Smalls in concert till about 3 days ago. I mean, it might have been virtual reality, but hey, I seen it and I enjoyed it. But I do feel like if they're doing stuff like this, I don't know how that work. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know how that work. Like if they had to get a sign off from like his estate and his family, or I don't know how all that worked. But I feel like if you can sit there and watch that type of stuff, that some of it should go because it's in his likeness and all that. But like I said, I don't know how it works. They had Lotto on there and Nardo Wick. You might not know who Nardo Wick is, but he got that song. She thinks she me or something. You know what I'm saying? That song. But that's Nardo Wick. I think he in Future Camp or some shit like that. But anyway, this on some real life shit, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Switch these gears one more time. I want to talk about snake people. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that, dirty, underhand people. They smile in your face. As soon as you turn your back, they ain't got your best interest in mind. And then how you mad that I'm mad because you tried fucking me over first. Come on, man. Whoa. I don't feel like you heard me. How you mad that I'm mad because you tried fucking me over first. You know what I'm saying? Like I did you wrong by saying something about you doing me wrong. And that's the mindset of people. You know what I'm saying? It's all good when they do it to you, but when you do it to them, they can't take it. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at me because I don't give a fuck better than you do. You know what I'm talking about? Say that again, Polo. I don't give a fuck better than you do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people do. They'll dish, and then you just sit back and chill. But then when you dish, they broke up about it. They all tore up. But this the same shit you've been doing over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's just crazy. And me personally, I'm on a level now, like, I rather not deal with you. You know what I'm saying? We can get together, create beautiful shit. But like, if you want to be a snake person or a dirty motherfucker, go ahead. Be a snake person, be a dirty motherfucker. It ain't gonna affect me because I ain't gonna be dealing with you anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep on doing my thing. I'm gonna keep on doing me, and you ain't gonna stop my show. You know what I'm saying? One monkey don't stop no show. That's a song coming soon by Polo the Swag King, by the way. That was a shameless plug. That's a song coming soon. And then last month, y'all, you know, I know I'm just now dropping this podcast. I told you I'm a couple weeks behind because I had some stuff going on. I ain't prepared to talk about it right now. I will later, maybe. But last month, on the 29th, the Senate was voting on same-sex and interracial relationships. They're trying to protect it because once they reversed that Roe versus Wade, like it took all the federal protection off, and now each state can decide if a woman can have an abortion or not. But they also voted on the same-sex and interracial relationships. And I'm in an interracial relationship right now. Man, I'm black, my wife white. And I don't know about this. I don't give a fuck who got something to say about it. You don't know. You don't pay our house. You don't pay our bills. You ain't in our life. So like, well, how the fuck could you don't know me? You don't know her. So why the fuck you got something to say about our marriage? You know what I'm saying? But it's sad that, like I said, this took place on November 29th, 2022. And here it is finna be 24. Why are we still talking about this shit? You know what I'm saying? Why is this even an issue? And like I said, you don't get blinded by what's really going on. You need to stay informed and stay in touch about this shit. But I do think current day, I think Biden and the Senate and the House, they passed something that will protect same-sex. Interracial, I think, is around the board. But I think the way it's going to work is if you get married in a state that allows same-sex interracial, when you move to another state, they got to respect it. It's something like, it's twisted. It's something like that. Don't take my word for it. Look it up for yourself. But interracial, same-sex, and then let's be real. Most people, like if you love that person, you don't give a fuck what the law say. You gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real about it. Like, if you can't tell me I can't fuck with the person that I love. You know what I'm saying? Like, and love is a powerful thing. The motherfucker do some crazy shit for love. Al Green said it'll make you come home early, or it'll make you stay out all night long. The power of love. That's what Al say. Wait a minute. That's what Al say. But that's crazy. My point is, we shouldn't even be talking about no shit like that in 2022. You know what I'm saying? Then here's on some other shit here. So forget what state it's in, but they tried to kill an inmate, but they couldn't find the vein. They were gonna give him a lethal injection, but they couldn't find the vein, so a death warrant expired. Now he got to go back to court and do the shit all over again. Come again, say what? They said they tried to execute the inmate, but they couldn't find his vein, so his death warrant expired. Now he got to go back to court and do it all over again. You tell me how fucked up is that? And then people stay on death row, man, 10, 15, 20 years. A lot of them done made their peace. Like, I know I got to go one day. And I didn't figure out how they leave them on there that long. But I can understand that maybe it'd be a change in the case to make sure they got the right guy. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. But that's kind of fucked up there. That's the only thing that's kind of fucked up there. And then who was it, a nurse? You need to find a nurse or whoever. You couldn't find a vein. Now, I got some big ass veins, but you couldn't find the vein to execute a motherfucker. And like I said, it took you so long to do it, he ain't even got a death warrant no more. And so now they got to go back through the proceedings and all that old shit. That's kind of crazy there. And then I'm thinking about the psyche of the inmate, because a lot of people don't think about the inmate. And it's different when you done actually been locked down. Like, he might have got, okay, well, here's my date. I'm going to get on out of him. He made his peace with God, his family, probably the victim's family, whatever. And no go. He got to go back to court, get another death warrant, do this shit out of there. That's kind of crazy there. Like I said, it's fucked up. And I ain't going to say crazy. That's fucked up. And then here's my thing. This Polo POV, this is my opinion. And they got nothing to do with no platform or publisher of my podcast. This is just me talking. I don't understand why they take so long and then you put a motherfucker on death row. Like, you won't let them commit suicide, but you'll put them on death row. Like, you'll put a motherfucker on suicide watch if they want to take themselves out. You'll put them on suicide watch. Give them, like, paper shit and stuff they can't hurt themselves with. No sheets. You don't want them to hang themselves. They can't kill themselves, but you can. I mean, if somebody can help me understand that, I am all ears. You can hit me at Marco Polo 2K at iCloud.com. Polo_DA_swag_king on Instagram, or Polo DA Swag King 1 on Twitter. Because I am so ready to understand that shit. But moving right along. Relationships. Are you happy? Why are you there? Because me personally, I done told my wife 1,000 times, I said, baby, before I fuss and fight, I'd rather be by myself. And that's what I meant, because life too short. If you ain't happy, fuck it, get on down. And, you know, man, everybody get mad, everybody have their problems, but overall, I know she love me, and she know I love her. But I'm talking about the other people, you know what I'm saying? Like the people that just start a fight right there in front of you and shit, or, you know what I'm saying? Like the toxic people, you know what I'm talking about? Like if you ain't happy with that motherfucker, leave. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's that bad, why sacrifice your happiness and shit? Like if you can't work it out, fuck it. Like what are you still doing there? What are we doing here? Let's ask them, like, how we gonna do this? Now I can understand a situation where one motherfucker can't afford to move, or the other motherfucker can't live without the other motherfucker financially now. Not emotionally, but financially can't live without the other motherfucker. I understand that. You need to work that shit out too. But sitting up fussing and fighting every day, that's some bullshit. And I said that. That's some bullshit. But on the lighter side of things, a lot of companies like Google, Delta Airlines, they're not requiring a college degree to move up. Like, if you want to get a higher paying position, you ain't necessarily got to have a college degree. And, man, I agree with this shit 100%. Because I ain't going to disclose my job and where I work, but I will say this. Man, there's some dumb motherfuckers over me. I'm talking about, man, I'm like my daddy say, can't poke piss out of a boot. I'm talking about, man, just the simplest, most common sense shit ever. A 2-year-old can figure it out. And they sit there with their hand on their chin, rubbing it, and just, I don't know. But I do like the fact, because some people got good common sense. Like me, I ain't got the money to go back to college. I'm just be real with you. I'm not finna spend 30 grand to go to music school in LA, because there's a lot of things I can do with 30 grand. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely, I ain't worried about the knowledge or the education. I got that. I probably be on a roll. Is it still on a roll when you're in college? That's a good question. Y'all hit me up. Is it still on a roll, or do they call it something fancy just because you in college? But I do like the fact they don't require a college degree to move up to higher paying positions. If you've been there long enough, you know the job and you know it well, I support that. So shout out to Google, Delta Airlines, and whoever else let you move up without a college degree. Hell yeah. In most celebrity news, old Kanye paying $200,000 a month in child support. Now, a lot of people say, ooh, that's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, when I heard of what he paid, I wasn't mad about mine. But you gotta understand this, though. They in a different bracket. That probably light money to him. And he agreed to do that. But he paying it to a billionaire. She got more money than him. So that's why people talking shit about it. But you gotta look at, them ain't regular kids. You know what I'm saying? And they got 4 of them. And these kids can't go to West Jones or Northeast or Oak Grove or Jackson State. They celebrity. They gotta have private schools. And then they used to Gucci robes and stuff like that. So you just can't uproot them and move like that. And then he is the daddy. Crazy he is, but he's still the daddy. You know what I'm saying? So 200,000 is a lot a month for us, people like us working 9 to 5, or people that's making a little money. But that's probably a drop in the bucket to a motherfucker like him. And so you got to look at it from that point of view. And keeping it on that point of view and how people looking, I want to talk about why black people hate each other. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't know. I just hear it and see it all the time. Like, you don't hear let's just do rap. You don't hear white rappers talking about killing another rapper or killing their people or nothing like that. I can't understand half of the Mexican rap, but I'm pretty sure they ain't talking about it either. You know, in the UK, Africa, it's just Africa black too, but let's just say American black folks. You know what I'm saying? And then like it seemed like we hate to see each other prosper. We hate to see each other do great things. It's like it's a switch in us that, oh, that motherfucker over there think they all that, or I don't get it, and I don't know, maybe it's just a mentality that's been passed down from generation to generation. Cause I got an old man at work hating me right now. I don't know why. He don't even know why. He just, as they say, he just don't like me. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. But on the other side, I don't hate him. If I see him on the side of the road, I help him. He probably wouldn't even accept my help. I'd be like, man, you got a flat tire? Maybe, nah, I'm good. You need a jack? Nah, I'm good. He probably ain't got no jack or no shit like that. But he just went, and I don't know. It's this Polo POV. I'm just speaking my mind, y'all. I don't understand. Like a Mexican, man, you might see a Mexican, they got a 3-bedroom trailer. 10 of them stay there. They be sending money. They work over here and send money back home to Mexico. All this shit, man. White people, you have a motherfucking white man in a good position. Another white man walk in, he got the job automatically. He ain't even looked at his application. Don't even know if he qualified. You got the job just because, you know what I'm saying? And to me, we don't do that as black people. I don't understand. And once again, these are my views. They don't represent any publisher or platform that carries my podcast. I do my own disclosures because I ain't trying to get banned. I'm just speaking my mind. Y'all don't mean no harm. I'm just speaking my mind and what I see. But this go around, I'm going to leave on a happy note, y'all. Somebody gave me they had bought something from me. They gave me some quarters. I said, man, what you think I am, the washaterial? And it made me think, man, if you ain't got no quarters and you go to that washaterial, man, your ass in trouble. But then, okay, you might be good. Well, I'm just go to the machine and get some quarters out the machine. But the machine out of order. Oh, you ain't got no quarters in the machine out of order. You got to take your dirty ass clothes, right? Either to another washer or back home, but you can't wash her. Ain't that a bitch? Quarters and washers. Well, y'all, I try to end on a happy note. I'm going to try to end more. I'm on happy notes. Y'all work with me. This shit new to me. I'm just bringing it to y'all because I feel like it's therapy for me and it's shit that I want to inform whoever listening of. I'm here to entertain and inform. That's my job. I hope I successfully did it. And if I didn't, you know me. Fuck you. Nah, I'm just talking shit. But I'll try to do better. Any questions or comments or things I need to improve on or things you want to talk about or need me to look into, Marco Polo 2K at iCloud.com. Polo_DA_swag_king on Instagram, and Polo DA Swag King 1 on Twitter. And man, I'm finna go in here and check out the Woman King. I heard it's pretty good. It's empowering to women. So I'm finna go check it out. I might talk about that on the next episode. But until next time, be good and be safe. Peace.